this spot of the garden, things are looking a bit rough. Yep, the macabellas have been pruned. It's early spring pruning. The cycas has been transplanted, but the whole area just needs a bit of a lift. And I've got something up my sleeve for our DIY this week and this little garden makeover. I'm wanting to create a little pathway, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make an in-situ pathway. Yep, no paving of molds and that outside and then bringing them in and then laying them. We're going to put it right exactly in the pathway. And then I'm going to plant it up, put some Gabion bench in and maybe, and of course, this is in deep, deep shade. So the plants that we choose need to be very important, that they're going to love growing under here, and they're also not going to mind all the roots of these beautiful big fig trees that we're under. First up though, Garth and I are going to show you how to create the mold for the pavers. Very simple, couple of pieces of wood, bang, and away we go. So we've told you this paving is going to be really quick to make, and it really is that simple. You've got to follow me because it goes in lightning speed. All you need is to get some SA pound from your local hardware store. The thickness depends on what you want. We've gone with the 44 by 20, and we use this in most of our molds. We've got 3 lengths that are at 500, okay? We've got 2 lengths that are at 540, and we've got 1 that is a 20.5. All we're going to do is put this together as such. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. This guy forms the top, so we're going to put him there. This guy is the bottom, just like that. And then this little okey pokey comes in here like that. And hey presto, there's your basic mold. All we've got to do now is use this awesome drill to screw in some wood screws right into here. Garth, you may have the honours.
Thank you.
Right, I'll hold this boykie in place. Excellent. Right, so there we have it. Here is our mold. Very, very simple. Of course, now, if you wanted it to be a bit more detailed, a bit more intricate, you could put another line here or another line there. You could change the whole insides. The size that's dependent is entirely, of course, on you. So we've got this guy. Let's go and see where we're going to put it into the garden. Check how it fits in our little pathway, and then I'm going to show you the next step. So the mixture that we're using today, Garth, what are we going with?
We're going to go for 2 river sand to 1 part of cement.
Okay, excellent. We're using buckets as our form of measurement. So it's 2 buckets of river sand to 1 bucket of PPC cement. So let's get it in. Lovely. Now what we're going to do is add little bits of water because we really want this to be quite a dry mixture, because it's going to be literally put into the mold right at the pathway. Excellent. So we can see, folks, that it's very friable mixture still. I mean, literally, if you had to put it together like that, yes, you could make a ball. The idea with this is that we actually then pound it into the mold, and the bit of moisture that is in here allows it to then form the squares that we're wanting. So, hey presto, here we go. Let's get it into this bucket and we can get going. Cool, that should do it. Let's go, Garth. All right, folks, so this is where our little pathway is going to go. We've got our mold, we've made our mixture. Now all we need to do is use just a little releasing agent in here, because remember, we're molding it exactly where the pathway is going to go. So we've got a bit of oil there. Garth's just going to whack it on the inside here, give it a nice thick coating, because we want that mixture just to slide off nice and easily. How are we doing there, Garth?
That's done, Tanya, I think.
Excellent. All right. Now, this is the edge of where our pathway is going to start, and we are just going to place it right there. We're not putting it right onto the edge because we're obviously going to be using some kind of little filler in between, which I want to be the thickness of this, because when I remove this, that's obviously going to be the gap. The next thing that we want to do is just wet the base of the soil a little bit to allow this mixture just to really nicely stick to it. So here we go, on a bucket of water. just with a block brush, and let's just get a wee bit of water in here. Right, nice and level, firm in place. Garth, we can throw the mixture in now. Right, now we're just going to take our mixture, firm it into the corners, get it in with the trowel, and if you want to, use the butt of it, because that helps just to firm it in. Once you've been using the float and been moving it in these round motions, and you've got it as smooth as you want. If you're not entirely happy, of course, depending on the look that you want, if you want it kind of rustic, then this finish is just perfect. If you want a smoother look, then we'll show you what to do. You just sprinkle a little bit of water on here, wee amounts of water, and then give it another whirl with the plastic trowel, the plastic float, and that's going to get your smoothness that you're wanting. Okay, Garth, that looks about perfect.
All right, Tanya.
All right, so we've got the consistency that we want, the finish, and now all we need to do, give it a tap on either side, tap there. Let's just give it another tap over here. Garth, you grab that one end. I'm going to grab on this end here. And all we're going to do is gently lift this up. Okay, move it up. There we gently lift it. There we go. Up and away we go, and there we've got our basic mold for our pavers in place, just where we want them to finish it off, and where you do get a bit of cracks like this, because that is going to happen. It's pretty normal, folks. All I want you to do, put a little bit of water, and you can just smooth it off with the trowel, just like that. There we go. Get your finish. All we've done now is just move the mold into our next position. You'll notice that we've just swapped it round. So instead of it turning out that there are two of the little pavers on this side, we've just swapped it out so that it'll kind of balance itself out. The beauty about this is that you can really just go off in any direction that you want. You're held by no rules or laws. The only thing is, the only disadvantage in it is where you do start taking a corner like we're seeing here. But, of course, you get to plant in between those or put your mulch or your gravel in. So we've oiled the inside, and all we got to do once again is just dampen the floor. Same process. Wet it so it sticks nicely, and then in we go with the mixture. Thanks, Garth. Right, Garth.
Yippee.
Magnifique! This guy looks awesome, perfect, and I tell you what, one of the dogs have even run across it and it's still standing. The trick is now just to leave it for a day. Day would be more than enough. We've left our pathway to dry overnight, and it's been about 12 hours since we last cast these, and these oaks are solid as a rock. Looking nice, you can see the color has changed. It's going a paler gray, which means that they really are well on their way to drying.